Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Quest for Unlabeled Reality. That is, after all, what we're all on, right? The quest, the great quest for reality. But this is an interesting point, and I'll just start by why I named it this. Reality is offered to us from birth, okay? The reality of your gender, the reality of your height, weight, ASVAB scores, whatever. Okay? We're categorized and put into a lump in a category, and that's where it goes. That's where our reality takes off, as we are shown by our parents, as well meaning as their intentions are. Everything is labeled. Once it's identified, it is categorized and labeled. So, where I started, and this began several years ago, looking for the unlabeled reality, okay? The reality that I find like during meditations or shamanic journeys where I interact with the voice that speaks without words. All right? And those realities, as I receive them and interpret them and in time come to understand them, are the realities that enable me to look past the issues that the madding crowd are now so, they're so caught up in, okay? So, to continue on with what I've been posting, is the shaman. What is the shaman? Now, I've posted previous stuff. It's kind of been an introductory, get the thought process going. So, let's challenge what has been not learned, because I'm not putting anything out there to be bought into by its label, right? Unlabeled reality, that's where we're going. So, what is the shaman? As I said before, early on, I followed the Hollywood version of, it was a leather-skinned, dull-eyed, emaciated individual with tattered animal skins across their shoulders that carried a stick with a rattle on it. That was the shaman. And as was introduced to the North American shamans, that very well, okay, that's a label that was placed upon it. And for all intents and purposes, that was the reality. Let's go back even farther, though, and come to realize, perhaps, or I have, is that everyone has the ability to delve into the shamanic realm. Can everyone shapeshift? I can't. Wouldn't want to. I may enjoy being a large wolf and not want to come back. Okay, so no, I don't just. Can everyone traverse to the underworld, the animal, where you can communicate or interact with your spirit animal? Well, absolutely. It takes some effort, and it takes a belief system. Can everyone go to the upper level where you can interact with your spirit guides? Oh, absolutely. It takes some effort, and it takes a little bit of commitment, but it's very possible. So why are both important? Because we are not stuck. We are currently occupying the middle world, okay? And that's where the chaos reigns. Okay, we have those in the middle world who, yes, have our best interests at heart. We have those in the middle world that no, do not have our best interests at heart. Those in the upper world and the lower animal world can help us decipher which is which. Okay? Now, that being said, so old Jack here, he's pushing a new religion. No, it's not a religion. The shamanic arts are not a religion. It's just not. It's an expansion of the ability, the innate ability we all have to be able to conduct ourselves in our world that best suits ourselves and everyone around us. So much has been misconstrued, but a lot of it's not through consideration. Okay, I'm not going to stand back, drop tube on the deck, and fire on the major religions of the world. No, not my intention. Not at all. The shamanic practice is works with any religion. In fact, it was found in every culture. Okay, from the steppes of Russia to the depths of the Ecuadorian jungle. So, yes, how do you recognize a shaman in the unlabeled reality? Perhaps a shaman would be someone who is open-minded, open-hearted, who has ever accused of somebody saying, well, they've got a sixth sense. They know when to stay away from stuff, which is a good skill to have these days. So, yeah, the shaman is an individual who interacts beyond, for lack of a better term, beyond the veil. Doesn't necessarily going around promoting it. Doesn't necessarily going around bragging about it. Most likely doesn't. How it has benefited me is that I have found healing not only for myself, but ability to heal those dear to me. Okay? And I always begin with the premise, it's not from me, it's through me that this healing comes. It kind of encourages and empowers the individual receiving the energy for healing to engage the genius of their body, their DNA, to heal. So, see, I'm rambling a bit here. The shaman as you delve into this, you will run across different people who present themselves in different ways when they are in the mindset of shaman. I've known people that actually tied their hair up in a certain way and put a feather in it. Okay? I've known those who practice shamanism who used to have a beard, but because of health issue, shaved their beard. I haven't decided whether to grow it back or not. I might. So the shaman, as you go further into this, if you choose to, as you investigate and learn more, you will come to your own way of identifying. Okay. I would appreciate if on the YouTube the quest for unlabeled reality, leave a comment or leave a like or share even. Okay, get the word out. That promote as you see fit. Okay, and I am working on a website, a.com, called A Quest for Unlabeled Reality, of all things. Imagine that. And so this continues to grow, and I'm not having to force anything, even learning the ins and outs of video programming and rendering and whatever. So, anyway, the Shaman, that's a few thoughts, a few rambling rants on what the Shaman may be. There'll be more. I'm sorry, there will be. So, anyway, namaste. Let's drive on.